1580. The mountain pass between Kyoto and Osaka. The ambush came from both sides. 6 bandits, 1 samurai. Jikumo drew his katana in one fluid motion, cut down the first attacker, spun, blocked the second. His blade moved like water. 3 bandits fell within seconds. The remaining 3 ran. Most warriors would celebrate, sheathe their sword. Relax. The danger is over, right? But Jikumo didn't sheathe his blade. Not yet. He stood perfectly still, sword raised, eyes scanning the trees, breathing controlled, every sense alert, waiting. 30 seconds passed. Then 2 minutes. Then, from behind a boulder, a 7th bandit emerged, bow drawn, arrow aimed at Jikumo's back. But Jikumo had known. His awareness had never dropped. He turned, threw a stone. The bandit's arrow flew wide. Jikumo closed the distance, ended the threat. Only then did he sheath his sword. This is Zanshin, the awareness that remains, the discipline that never sleeps, the practice that kept one warrior alive through 100 battles over 20 years. Want to know how he did it? But before we continue, please subscribe to the channel. This is how you help us grow and bring you more warrior wisdom. Now, let me tell you Jikumo's story. Chapter 1. The Wandering Begins. Spring of 1560. Northern Honshu. Jikumo was 18 when he left his master's dojo. His lord had been assassinated. His clan disbanded. He became a ronin, a masterless samurai. The night before he left, his master, Takuan Sensei, called him to the temple garden. Jikumo, you're about to walk a dangerous path. You'll travel alone. Face violence. Many ronin become bandits. Others lose themselves completely. Jikumo bowed. I will not lose myself, Sensei. Words are easy. The master handed him a scroll. On it, one word, Zanshin, Zanshin. Remaining awareness. The mind that never completely lets go. Takuan Sensei picked up a wooden sword, swung it through the air, stopped, but his body remained in a perfect, ready position. Eyes alert, awareness sharp. Most think the action ends when the sword stops. But a true warrior knows the action never ends. Your awareness must remain. Always. Even after the fight. Even in peace. Zanshin is not just for combat. It's for life. It means you never become complacent. Never stop paying attention. Never drop your discipline. Every morning before anything else, practice. 50 cuts. But after each cut, hold Zanshin. Maintain awareness. Never fully relax. This will keep you alive. More than sword skill, more than strength. Zanshin will save you when everything else fails. The master placed his hand on Jikumo's shoulder. Warriors who die are the ones who drop their guard. Those who think the battle is over. Who relaxes too soon. Promise me you won't become that warrior. I promise, Sensei. Then go. And never forget Zanshin. The next morning, Jikumo left, a sword on his hip, and one daily practice that would define 20 years. Chapter 2. The Daily Practice. Year 1. The Eastern Coast. Jikumo woke before dawn in a forest clearing. Cold, alone, no dojo, no master, no one to enforce discipline. Just him and his promise. He drew his katana, began his practice. 50 overhead cuts, but not just cutting. After each strike, he held Zanshin, blade raised, eyes alert, awareness sharp. 5 seconds of vigilance after each cut. Most would think this is pointless. The cut is finished. Why hold the position? Because Zanshin isn't about the cut. It's about training your mind to stay present, to never fully let go, to remain aware even when the immediate action is complete. 50 cuts took 30 minutes. Not because the cuts were slow, but because the Zanshin between each cut requires presence. This became his ritual, every single morning. For 20 years, in fishing villages, he practiced. In mountain temples, he practiced. In forests alone, he practiced. After battles, wounded, he practiced. When exhausted, he practiced. When sick, he practiced. Never zero. never skipped. Other ronin mocked him. Why practice every day? There's no master here. No one cares if you skip. Jikumo would smile. I care, and Zanshin requires no audience. They didn't understand. They thought discipline was something you maintain when someone's watching, when there's external pressure, when there's an immediate reward. But Jikumo understood. True discipline is what you maintain when no one is watching. When there's no pressure, when there's no immediate benefit. That's Zanshin. That's the warrior's way. Chapter 3. The Villages and the Tests. Year 5. A mountain village. Jikumo arrived in a village devastated by bandits. The headman begged him to stay. We'll give you food, shelter, honor. Please help us. Jikumo agreed. He stayed 3 months, trained villagers, drove away bandits. The villagers offered him a permanent position, a house, comfort, security. After 5 years of wandering, he was tired. The offer was tempting. But the next morning he woke at dawn, drew his sword. 50 cuts, 50 moments of Zanshin. And in that practice, he felt it. The pull toward comfort, the temptation to abandon the path. But Zanshin kept him aware, kept him honest. He thanked the villagers. Left the next morning. Year 8. A coastal town. Jikumo met a woman, kind, beautiful. She asked him to stay. You don't have to wander forever. You could have a life here. With me. After 8 years alone, the offer felt like water in a desert. But the next morning, his practice kept him grounded. In the sustained awareness of Zanshin, he felt the truth. This wasn't his path. His promise wasn't complete. He told her the truth. Left at sunrise. Year 12. A war camp. A powerful daimyo offered Jikumo command of 50 men. Rank, salary, purpose. You're wasting your skill walking alone. Serve me. Find meaning. For 3 days, Jikumo considered. But every morning he practiced. 50 cuts. Zanshin after each one. And the practice reminded him. His discipline wasn't about serving a lord. It was about serving himself. About keeping his promise. He declined. Walked away from rank and comfort. Do you see what's happening? Zanshin wasn't just combat awareness. It was life awareness. About staying true to yourself when the world offers 1,000 reasons to compromise. Every temptation, comfort, love, power, Jikumo faced them all. And every morning, his practice kept him grounded. That's the power of daily discipline. It's not about the practice itself. It's about what the practice does to your mind, to your clarity, to your ability to stay true. Chapter 4. The Battles. Year 15. The Warring States. Japan was in chaos. Lords fighting lords, villages burning. Jikumo walked through battlefields, not seeking war, but unable to avoid it. Battle 1. Ambushed by 3 ronin. Jikumo fought, won. But after the last enemy fell, he didn't relax. He held Zanshin. Good thing. A 4th attacker had been hiding, waiting for Jikumo to drop his guard. But Jikumo's awareness never dropped. He saw the attack. Survived. Battle 7. Defending a merchant caravan. Bandits attacked at night. Most warriors would assume the fight was over after driving them away. But Jikumo maintained Zanshin, stayed alert. 2 hours later, the bandits returned. But Jikumo was ready. Battle 23. Caught between 2 armies, exhausted, wounded. Every instinct screams to collapse after reaching safety. But even wounded and bleeding, he practiced his 50 cuts the next morning, held Zanshin after each strike. Because discipline isn't what you do when you feel good. It's what you do when you feel terrible. Battle 58. A duel with a master swordsman. Jikumo won. His opponent fell. But he didn't sheath his sword immediately. He held Zanshin, stayed alert. And he saw it. The dying swordsman's hand moves toward a hidden knife. Jikumo stepped back. The knife missed. If Jikumo had relaxed for 3 seconds, if he'd assumed the fight was over, he'd be dead. But Zanshin saved him. Again. By year 18, Jikumo had fought 90 battles. He never lost. Not because he was the best fighter, but because his awareness never dropped. Other warriors relied on skill, strength, luck. Jikumo relied on something deeper, on presence, on sustained awareness, on never becoming complacent, and that made all the difference. Chapter 5, The 100th Battle. Year 20. Spring, 1580. The Mountain Pass. Jikumo was 38. 20 years of wandering. 99 battles survived. The ambush happened in the Mountain Pass. 6 bandits. Jikumo cut down 3, the other 3 ran. The fight was over in 30 seconds. Any normal warrior would relax now, sheath the sword, continue walking. But Jikumo didn't relax. 20 years of daily practice had built something unshakable. His body maintained Zanshin automatically. He stood perfectly still, eyes scanning, listening, feeling. Most would call this paranoia. Wasted energy. But Jikumo knew better. 30 seconds passed. 1 minute. 2 minutes. Then Jikumo saw it. A shadow behind a boulder. An archer, bow drawn, arrow aimed at his back. The 7th bandit, hiding, waiting. If Jikumo had sheathed his sword, if he'd relaxed for 10 seconds, the arrow would have killed him. But Zanshin had kept him aware. Jikumo grabbed a stone, threw it. The arrow flew wide. He closed the distance, ended the threat. Only then did he sheathe his sword. His 100th battle, won not through strength, not through luck, but through Zanshin, through awareness that never drops, through discipline maintained for 20 years. That night, Jikumo thought about his master, about the promise he'd made 2 decades ago. I will never lose myself. And he hadn't. Through 20 years, through 100 battles, through countless temptations, he'd stayed true, because every morning, without fail, he'd practiced 50 cuts, Zanshin after each one, 30 minutes of sustained awareness. That practice had built more than sword skills. It had built character, identity, unshakable commitment. The next morning, Jikumo woke before dawn, drew his sword, practiced his 50 cuts, just as he had for 7,300 days. Because warriors don't practice until they get it right. They practice until they can't get it wrong. And Zanshin means you never stop practicing, never stop paying attention, never drop your guard completely. That's how you survive 100 battles. That's how you stay true for 20 years. That's how you walk the warrior's path without losing your way. Chapter 6. The Warrior Truth. Here's what Jikumo learned, what his master knew, what every warrior must understand. The battles that kill you aren't the ones you see coming. They're the ones that come after you think the fight is over. Most warriors die not during combat. They die in the 3 seconds after they relax, when they assume safety, when they drop their awareness. Zanshin is the principle that keeps you alive, not just in battle, in life. How many people lose everything not during the challenge, but after IT when they relax too soon? The entrepreneur who celebrates and stops prospecting, the athlete who wins and stops training, the student who passes and stops studying. They all made the same mistake. They thought the battle was over. They dropped awareness. They abandoned discipline. Zanshin teaches you, the battle is never completely over. Your awareness must remain. Your discipline must continue. Your guard must stay up. Not paranoia, not anxiety, just sustained presence, sustained awareness, sustained commitment. Jikumo's 50 cuts every morning weren't about becoming a better swordsman. They were about becoming someone who never drops awareness, who never abandons discipline, who never assumes safety. That mindset kept him alive through 100 battles. It kept him true through 20 years of temptation. Not through talent, through Zanshin, through daily practice, through never letting go completely. This is the warrior's secret. This is how you survive. This is how you stay true. The legacy, 1582. 2 years later, Jikumo was 40, still wandering, still practicing every dawn. A young samurai found him. Master Jikumo, teach me how you became undefeatable. Jikumo smiled. I'm not undefeatable. I just never dropped my awareness. That's all? That's everything. He drew his sword. Watch. Jikumo performed 50 overhead cuts, perfect form. But after each cut, he held Zanshin, blade raised, eyes alert, awareness sustained. The young warrior watched in silence. This is what I do every morning, have done for 22 years. 7,930 days. Not one missed. And this made you undefeatable? No. This made me present. This made me disciplined. This made me someone who never becomes complacent. And that kept me alive. Jikumo sheathed his sword. Warriors who die are the ones who think the battle is over, who relaxes too soon, who drops their guard. Zanshin means your awareness remains. Always, in battle and peace, in victory and defeat. That's the secret. That's the discipline. That's the way. The young warrior bowed. Will you teach me? Jikumo saw himself 22 years ago, standing before his master. Meet me here tomorrow, dawn. Bring your sword, and prepare to practice Zanshin for the rest of your life. The circle was complete. The student became a teacher. Now it's your turn. What practice will you maintain every single day? What discipline will keep you aware, present, and grounded? Choose one thing, and never let it go. Because Zanshin isn't just for warriors in feudal Japan. It's for anyone who wants to stay true to themselves. Write your practice in the comments. Make it public. Make it real. Walk with awareness. Train with discipline. Remain present. The warrior's path awaits.